So what kind of are the major stakeholders that are going to be participating? Who are the major stakeholders in these projects that you address?
Excellent question. So there are many stakeholders in any country that have to do with climate change and health in one way or another. The first and foremost, however, is always the government partner. So folks from the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Environment, the Prime Minister's Office. It's these folks that live in the countries and work in the countries, and so are most sensitive and have the greatest understanding of what the health impacts of climate change are. That being said, there are many development partners, NGOs, international organizations, other aid agencies that are also a part of this conversation because they may also have projects running. And so it's important to bring everyone together to discuss so we can come to collective decisions. Being said, ultimately it is the national partners who take precedence.
And so the major categories that you want to address in each project, do they vary by the country that you're working with or the project that you're doing, or how does that work?
Yeah, that's also a great question. So there are understood known health impacts of climate change. Respiratory disease, vector-borne disease, waterborne disease, malnutrition. The international literature has long been a great resource for understanding what these impacts are. So that being said, we go into any different country knowing what the potential health impacts are, and then we scope that to the region. Every geography has a different blend of these because of either the natural geography or because of population dynamics. It's important for us to understand where respiratory impacts may be greater than vector-borne disease impacts or waterborne disease impacts, because again, that's going to be different based upon any number of factors, including localized environmental threats or population movements.
And so what area of research would one kind of start off before they kind of go into this line of work?
Excellent, so many great questions. So if one is looking to work in climate change and health and international development, there's a lot of excellent literature out there to build on. Again, like the health impacts associated with climate change. But also it's important for us to understand the different policy mechanisms and levers associated with this. So there's some really great social science out there which suggest approaches to handling these challenges. Or conversely, making the case to ministers of finance or folks in prime minister's or president's office. What are the economic dimensions associated with the health impacts of climate change? Because while we all understand that the health impacts of climate change are real and they're important and they have an impact on lives, it's also important to consider the financial dimensions, because that is sort of a quantitative metric that can be used in decision-making processes.